Hi, how y'all doing? It is July the 10th, 2025. Here in Ontario, Canada. The skies are kind of white, bluish white, right? There's a veil over the blue and then white clouds. Temperature is going to be 27 today. Humidity was high on the rise. I slept good last night. Went to sleep easy. I've been going to bed at 9 o'clock. Right? 9:30. And then I woke up till 6:30. I dreamt all night, but I don't recall anything. I wake up and it's all gone. Right? And so I really think about it, or it's important and it's little stuff will come back. Yesterday I didn't do a video. Had a lot of icky sensations in my spine, and on the right side of my head, my ear was like plugged. My right side of my nasal, right? So muscles were really tight in the back of my skull. So it was whatever we were going through. Full moon today, so celebrate, right? It's always emotional around the full moon and the new moon. So beware of that. Yesterday, my acquaintance George called, so I haven't answered for a couple of months, so I answered yesterday. He wanted to come for a coffee. I said, okay. He's like, I missed you. I was like, yeah, and? Right? And so he came over, had 2 coffees, smoked a couple joints. He didn't insult me once. I think he got the message, right? I was ready just to cut him off and tell him, don't let the door hit you on your way out. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. And don't return, kind of thing. Don't darken my doorstep again. But yeah, he behaved himself. Didn't call me crazy or anything. Right? Strange. I know he's an agent. I do. I was listening to, and my friend Tass, I needed to go shopping. And my truck still isn't gone, right? They're working on a way to tow it to the garage so they could fix it. He says he thinks it's he took a picture when he was under the truck the other day and said he thinks it's the master cylinder, brake cylinder. So it is what it is, right? So yeah, we're waiting on him to find a way to tow it. I told him I'll pay for a tow truck if I have to, right? But he's trying to save me money because he's like kind of my son-in-law, right? He charges me, last time he fixed my vehicle, he charged me for parts and not for the labor, which is very good because mechanics can cost like $90 an hour for labor. So yeah. Well, my friends growing up used to be backyard mechanics. They'd come work on my vehicle for a case or two of beer or something like that, right? Or $100, whatever. But they're all gone. They didn't make it. I was watching, so my friend Tass, that's what I was going to say, came over. And we tried to do online shopping. She was showing me how to do online shopping. But the delivery day wasn't, or we couldn't pick it up yesterday. So she said, the heck with it. I'm just going to go over for you. So she went over and did my shopping. Right? Which I really appreciate. Grateful for that. Because the walking for me isn't great to do that, to go over there and come back and walk around the whole time I'm in the store. I would have been in tremendous pain. It's unfortunate. So yeah, I hope the med bed stuff comes before I'm 70, because they told me by the time I was 70 I'd be in a wheelchair. Alright? And I really don't want to do that. But yeah. Anyway, okay. I was watching a video on Black Magic 363 yesterday. He had this man on there, and he was dropping the receipts on why the aliens aren't what you think they are, right? There was 6 men that were called the Mirage Men, a code named by the CIA, of course, right? They always give themselves little names, don't they? And all those 3-letter alphabet organizations. And that started, what, 1947, I believe? And he showed you their pictures, their names, and everything, right? And what they were, what their programming was to program you with, right? And they would have spread the propaganda of the aliens being the grays or the greens or the reptilians, all this, right? And he said to cover up the fact that when the ship was purposely crashed, because they brought it down with their lasers, their direct energy weapons, it was melanated beings that were in it, aliens. Not grays, not green, you know what I mean? And the government understood that this was they couldn't let this get out, right? Because the black people, aka, right? The melanated people, I should say, aka the black people, um, had been what the governments and the invaders and the colonizers and everybody had done to them, right, was a great travesty, saying that they were slaves and making us POWs and all this, right, and stealing our identities and putting in their $5 Indians to say that they were the original natives of America, which they are not, right? So they thought up a plan so that they could change the story, but still keep the piece of truth in it. Do you know what I mean? Because aliens are real, but they're not like you see in the movies. It's not like you see on the white Nordics and all that. This is all fallacy. It's all part of the programming, the cover-up, the espionage, the conspiracy that they created, right? So yeah, the aliens are black people, right? And they had to cover that up because they didn't want their secret getting out. So they invented all these elaborate things and indoctrinated the UFOlogy people, right? That wrote their discovering, or can't think of the words, I'm tongue-tied, out there trying to find out more information about it, right? Researchers. And fed them some truth with a whole bunch of lies in it, right? So that they convinced them that, yeah, there's grays, there's greens, there's reptilians, there's Nordics, right? And they believed them. And they wrote books about it, and they made movies about it, right? And everything, so that all of us would believe the narrative. It's all to come down with their fake alien invasion, right? In the beginning of my YouTube videos, when I first started my YouTube, I had said that all the aliens were, that people were abducting people and all that, right, were severely disfigured people with a lot of makeup on, because they can make you look at like anything now, right? 3D masks, 3D bodysuits, or 4D whatever, you know? And that's who was doing it, because all the ships we see flying around, well, not all of them, but a lot of ships that we see flying around are government people, CIA people, the billionaires, the CEO, or corporations. They own all this shit, right? And it's their job to mess you up, right? To make you doubt. They know who the governments and all these people know that the real aliens are black, right? That's why they're afraid of the mothership that's up there. You know, that's why they put it on the news. That's why a lot of things. It's not going to go down like they think. It isn't. They're not going to allow a fake alien invasion, right? But they still like to scare you, because they'd be sucking your loosh, right? So, yeah. I wonder what the one was that was the green cylinder shape one I seen in 2012, or around about there, right? Maybe it was 2010, because I got a telepathic message from it saying you don't see anything. You're calm, you're relaxed, everything's okay, right? And then as it went out of sight, it came to me, and I looked at my ex-fiance and I said, "Did you see that?" Right? And he was like, "What?" And I said, "The green long light outside." He was like, "Going through the air over the lake?" And he was like, "Yeah." I said, "It was weird." I said, "I had a thought in my mind of what I just told you." He goes, "Yeah, I heard the same thing." Right? So I wonder which ones that was. Is that the real aliens were communicating? The black ones? Or was it the government people messing with us? But why not care about it? They'd want to scare us. I was thinking it was the good ones, right? So yeah, all these, so that opens up a whole new can of worms, right? Because all these people on the internet and stuff channeling the white aliens and all kinds of different ones like that. Who are they really channeling? Are they a bunch of fakers? You know what I mean? Just to get their props, right? There's a lot of messed up people in this realm, folks. You know, a lot of messed up people. I find it very strange. I do, because I'm not a liar, and I don't make up stories just to get attention. You know, it's not who I am. I'm real, solid, upper left, right? I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. Strange. So it's a full moon today. What y'all gonna do? Me, I'm not doing anything. Stay home. Be good. Listen to Rod Hayes. He's on Young Elder right now. Talking about stuff I already know, but a lot of people in this realm don't. So, a good opportunity to learn. So, yeah. Alright. Every day I'm stronger than the day before. Every day I'm wiser than the day before. And what? I'm grateful for my new subscribers. I just looked the other day, I noticed. Woohoo! Thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. Props to you. Give me some likes and positive comments. Okay? Every day I'm more grateful than the day before. Alright. I love you all's consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.